you feel like booking on AmexTravel.com is useless because of how much more expensive the nightly rates are, let me show you how you can get a price match on your next booking. I'll also tell you why your price match request might get denied and other ways I save on these bookings. So if you head over to AmexTravel.com and scroll about halfway down, you will see something called Lowest Hotel Rates Guarantee. And I'm not going to read all of this for you, don't worry, but basically it's saying that to be eligible for a price match, the lower price that you found has to be for the same room in the same hotel for the same dates, same number of children and adults, the same rate type, and cancellation policy before taxes and fees. And if all of that is the same, then they will refund you. And there is one more stipulation that will make you frown, and that is just that the rate that you found has to be available to the general public. And what that means is that you will not receive price matches on Fine Hotel and Resorts and Hotel Collection bookings because those bookings come with exclusive benefits that are not available to the general public. Other examples of this would be AAA discounts, military discounts, and senior citizen discounts. So now you might be wondering, if you're not using the FHR or Hotel Collection benefits, why would you book through AmexTravel.com? If you have the Amex Gold Card, you do receive 2 points per dollar on prepaid hotel bookings. If you make a reservation and you choose to pay for the hotel when you arrive on property, you only get 1 point per dollar. And if you have the Amex Platinum Card, you get 5 points per dollar on prepaid hotel bookings and 3 points per dollar if you have the Amex Green Card. The next benefit of booking through AmexTravel.com is the ability to pay for your hotel using points. There's also something that they call inside fares, which is when you book through AmexTravel.com using your points and you get access to reduced rates, but you have to use your points for these bookings to get those reduced rates. I can't really speak on how reduced they are because I've only paid for a hotel in points one time and it was a really long time ago. Now it's time for my story on how I save money on Hotel Collection bookings because they are not eligible for price matches. So I recently went to Miami and stayed at Nobu, which is a hotel in the Hotel Collection. At the time that I booked the reservation, it was about 2 months in advance and it was about $150 more on Amex Travel than it was on the Nobu website. And the reason I decided to proceed with booking on AmexTravel.com is because one, it was a 3-night stay and they were giving me complimentary breakfast for every day that I was there. That's not a typical or guaranteed benefit of the Hotel Collection, so I really wanted to take advantage of that. I then also decided that the early check-in, late checkout, which ended up being 4 p.m., the $100 experience credit, and the room upgrade was worth the extra $150. But I'm a little strange, and after I book something, I don't just go about my business. I continue to look at the price basically daily, if I'm being honest. So every day I would log into AmexTravel.com and look at the price, and it wasn't until about 2 weeks before the reservation that the price dropped. Only one time. It dropped by $175, and at that time it was now cheaper on AmexTravel.com than it was on the Nobu website. It only happened for one day. So with my booking, I had free cancellation until 72 hours before arrival, so I canceled and rebooked. That is the most value that I have gotten from a Hotel Collection booking so far. I'm gonna make a separate, more detailed video about that experience, that hotel, so stay tuned for that. I also just booked a 7-day cruise with Norwegian for $315 because I took a cruise with them last year and I continued to watch the price, and the price dropped by $200, so I had a $200 credit. So the cruise that I booked was actually $565, and then I had a 20% off coupon and my $200 credit, so I was able to book the 7-night cruise, which includes food, for $315. I also have a $120 JetBlue credit because I booked a flight, the price went down, I canceled and rebooked. I do this all the time when I travel, and 90% of the time I end up getting some type of credit to use on my next trip. So I highly recommend this strategy if you don't feel crazy. It works for me. So if you do end up filling out that price match form, this is what it will look like. And again, you can find it on the homepage of AmexTravel.com under Lowest Hotel Rates Guarantee. There will be a blue link that says Details. Click it and it will bring you here. The top tells you the information we already discussed earlier about the price needing to be for the same number of dates and people and all of that. It asks you for the hotel information, including the hotel travel trip ID, which can be found in your booking confirmation or under the My Trips tab on AmexTravel.com. There is more to this form, but I just can't access it because you are required to fill out this part first before moving on to the next page. I did ask an Amex Travel rep what is a reason or some reasons why someone's price match request might get denied, and they said they can't give me that information because every case is different, but they will email you and let you know why yours did get denied. That is all the information I have for you regarding Amex Travel price matches. I hope this information was helpful, and I will see you in the next one.